Hello, and welcome to another episode of Where in the World? On this episode, we are going to be sharing our experience on Air Canada flying first class from Denver to Toronto, and then flying business class from Toronto to Sao Paulo. We will also talk about a very cool experience that we had in the Air Canada Signature Suite Lounge in Toronto. It's a little bonus coverage. So I hope you enjoy that too. It's kind of in the middle between flights. So let's get going. Here we are boarding our flight in Denver, heading to Toronto. By the way, we were super excited to go to Brazil. Looking forward to the vibrant culture and the beautiful people and beaches. As we boarded the plane, we could certainly see that the plane looked relatively new. The seats looked very comfortable, clean, and not dated at all. Every seat was provided with a menu and water. And as we sat down, the first thing you notice is the really large screen for the infotainment system. The other thing that we noticed was the little footrest. And it may not seem like a thing, but it's nice to be able to put your feet up a little bit. Here, this is a picture of the front two seats, and then back to our seats with the footrest. The other thing that was cool was that the seat actually moved a bit with a little recline and also a calf support. This was much nicer than many of the flights we've taken. Here we have a shot. Here is a shot of our lunch on the flight. I pre-ordered ravioli. Actually, it was pretty tasty.
So,
I know, although
although
it looks a
weird.
little bit odd.
But no, it was
actually pretty good. And looking over at my seatmates, their food looks pretty
their
good as
food
well.
was
So I would say
solid.
compared to a lot of the
And
American
looking
carriers,
around at my
it was
seatmates, theirs looked
actually
pretty good
8 out
also.
of 10. And generally, the whole flight combined, 8 out of 10. Now on to our time in Toronto. As I mentioned, we went to the Air Canada Signature Suite in the Toronto airport and was in for a very cool surprise. This was one of the best business class lounges we've ever been to. Starts off by you getting there and the person taking your luggage and checking it, so you don't have to have that with you. Next, you sit down to a complimentary a la carte meal, and it was delicious. It was really very good. They also have signature cocktails, just very well done. I can't imagine a better place to take a break between flights than this Toronto Air Canada Signature Lounge. If you ever get the chance, stop in. It'll be well worth a visit. You have to have, I think, over a couple of hours layovers, so make sure you have enough time in between. As you can see, all of the food, even the dessert, was top notch. Well done, Air Canada. Well done. After the awesome lounge experience, we ventured back out into the Toronto airport to catch our flight to Sao Paulo. Well, here we go. Off on our next flight, which is Air Canada, Toronto to Sao Paulo, business class. Well, as you can tell, we like the Toronto airport and the Air Canada Signature Suite Lounge. So hopefully we will like this flight just as much. When we make our reservation early enough, we like to choose the bulkhead seats because, number one, they usually have a little bit more leg room. and sometimes a little bit more storage space.
Oh, no worries.
In addition, you are served first, and you are always closest to the restroom. So, for all those reasons, we like the bulkhead seats. As you can see, as we're preparing to sit down, you're provided with headphones, water, and an amenities kit. There is a reading light above your shoulder, an infotainment system controller, and also in there are chargers. So that's where I typically put my phone and let it charge while we're flying. A large tray and plenty of room underneath your feet for storage. Also, there's an armrest that can be raised and a little bit of storage underneath. And these are the seat controls. Here you also find the buttons for the overhead light, for service, and for a little massage function. So overall, the seat, I would say, ranks right up there with some of the best of them. On the tray is the menu, so let's take a look. The menus are in French and English. And here is a list of all of the courses for our dinner tonight. Typically, we pre order, so it's not really a thing for us. Let's take a closer look at some of the seat control options. Again, this is the overhead light. And you can control the back, the tilt of the seat, as well as the leg rest. And also the places where you can use the air control to add more comfort. I guess it's not massage. Now let's take a quick check of the amenities kit. What's in here? Well, a nice pair of socks. If your feet get cold, it's certainly worth it. Eye coverings. A little cloth for cleaning your glasses. Or here we have a little toiletry kit. I'm not even sure what this is. Forgotten. And finally, earplugs. So, not bad, but pretty basic in terms of the amenities kit. Once you unstow the tray table, it's actually pretty large. So if you have some work to get done and you need to spread out, works great for that and also for food. So there you have it. And here is the tray table with our starters, a salad, a assorted cheese plate, and our dessert. I believe it was some sort of tart. And all of it was very tasty. Here is our main. I believe it was beef tenderloin with green beans and mashed potatoes. And it was actually pretty tasty. Overall, a solid airplane meal. And what do you need after a good airplane meal? That's right, to sleep. Little pro tip, before you put the seat flat, put the cover on because there's a little part that goes over the headrest. And as a 6'1" person, I fit in there pretty nicely. So pillow, blanket, that's all you need. After a comfortable 5 or 6 hours sleep, wake up, orient yourself, and have a little breakfast. Here we have fresh fruit. I believe it's a little oatmeal. I'm a tea person, and a nice roll. The main dish for breakfast was eggs and sausage and potatoes with a little salsa there. And again, for airplane food, Air Canada did a pretty nice job. Certainly not Singapore Air material, but, as I said before, 6.5, 7 out of 10. Not bad. As we prepared to disembark from our flight, here are a couple of final thoughts. The cabin was clean, the seats were very functional, the food was reasonably good, and so all in all, good job from Air Canada. Right on, Air Canada. Keep up the good work. We want you to know that we always enjoy having you with us and providing you with this content. Go check out one of our other videos. Thanks. Bye.